Hello, internet friends. Like I promised you in the last video, we didn't spend much time watching paint dry. In fact, I just clipped out an entire, I don't know how long it was, a few hours of paint drying. And what we're going to be working on today is we are going to be riveting the spar caps into the spar for the horizontal stabilizer. Oh, wait, I spoke too soon. Looks like we are also going to be riveting the spar doubler onto the horizontal spar. Horizontal stabilizer spar. That's a mouthful. Say that 3 times fast. I counted the videos in my folder. There's 8 videos in my folder and I don't know, probably 10 more videos on the camera. We'll see. I'm trying to catch up to real time here. This is recorded probably in January. But that's what happens when you build airplanes. So the work comes in bursts. So you'll be motivated to get something done, and you'll spend a couple days on it. Boom, 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 boom. Get things knocked out, and then you'll go back to work. You'll have to drive somewhere, fly somewhere, and get some work done. And it takes a while to get back into the swing of things and remember what you were doing and what needs to get done. But that is like any project. Nothing about building the airplane is hard. It's just a bunch of small little projects that eventually come together and become an airplane. So one thing that is important that I can recommend, you can see I put blue tape there where Vans has in the plans, they say do not rivet. So anywhere where the plan said do not rivet, I put some tape over it, so I made sure that I wouldn't rivet. Oh, and here's a surprise. The lights went out. I wonder why that happened. And it turns out, since I'm in my garage, I have a little heater, and when the air compressor turned on, it overloaded the circuit that my heater and the air compressor, and apparently the lights are all plugged into. So, yeah, I had to go outside and reset that circuit, and now the lights are back on, and here we go, back to building. So one thing that has been super convenient, and this is not really anything to do with vans or aircraft, well, it has a little bit to do with aircraft building, but it's really, really nice to be so close to aircraft spruce. For anyone not familiar, aircraft spruce is basically where you buy all of your airplane parts. I think the name aircraft spruce comes from they were originally a lumber vendor for aircraft, and they eventually just started selling everything you could possibly ever need for aircraft. And so last night, what did I need last night? I broke a drill bit, and I broke a rivet gun spring, and I placed an order yesterday afternoon. And this morning, and this is just regular UPS ground shipping, right? And this morning, UPS shows up, drops off, my order of stuff that I needed. So, just so happens that Las Vegas is super close to, not super close, but within next day shipping distance for the regular ground price of Los Angeles or Covina, wherever. Covina is basically LA. Anything SoCal is basically Los Angeles, for all intents and purposes, or at least shipping purposes. So that's been super convenient and inexpensive, right? Because I can pay, I think shipping was $8 or something to ship my order and get it the next morning, ground. So it's super convenient there. Sorry for anyone that lives in the middle of nowhere and is trying to get airplane parts. You're gonna have to take an extra day and an extra $2 to get your parts. I watch some of the other builder videos and I really wonder how they have so much to talk about. So I sit here thinking how interesting could it really be to watch somebody stick a tiny piece of metal into another piece of metal and then smash it together and do that 12,000 times. And then I got to think about something interesting to say. And now I put another piece of metal into the other bigger piece of metal and I smash that again. Yeah, anyway. Don't worry, we only have about 17 more of these videos to go before we'll get to even more building. Hopefully by then the empennage will be completed and the fuselage will show up and things will be interesting. I don't know what that means. But I just want to get through these structures and then get to what's really interesting to me is the avionics. I want to play with the G3X and I want to play with the radios and play with the GPS, and that's still probably months away. So, like I said, an hour a day, we'll get there, and eventually I'll have cool switches and knobs that I'm sure my kids will come out here and play with. I hope. That's my goal. So, okay, I hope everyone has a good week, and I'll keep building here.